What is the context of India? India is the only country in the world where caste is there. Kulam anedi ee deshamlone unnadi. 4,500 castes are there in India. Number one. Second, ఏ దేశంలో ఇన్ని రిలీజియన్స్ లేవు. ఇక్కడ హిందూయిజం ఉంది, ఇస్లాం ఉంది, బుద్ధిజం ఉంది, పార్సీస్ ఉన్నారు, క్రిస్టియన్స్ ఉన్నారు, సిఖ్స్ ఉన్నారు. ఇట్స్ అ మల్టీ రిలీజియస్ కంట్రీ. నో కంట్రీ ఇన్ ద వరల్డ్ ఇస్ హ్యావింగ్ సో మెనీ రిలీజియన్స్. ఇట్స్ అ మల్టీ కాస్ట్ కంట్రీ, మల్టీ రిలీజియస్ కంట్రీ, మల్టీలింగ్వల్ కంట్రీ ఆల్సో. ప్రపంచంలో ఇన్ని భాషలు ఎక్కడా లేవు. 22 లాంగ్వేజెస్ ఆర్ రికగ్నైజ్డ్ బై ది ఇండియన్ కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఆ కాంటెక్స్ట్లో మనము మాట్లాడాలి. అన్ఫార్చునేట్ ఎవరైతే ఇప్పుడు అపోజ్ చేస్తున్నారో దానికి, దే డు నాట్ అండర్స్టాండ్ వన్ వర్డ్ ఆఫ్ ది కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐ కెన్ సర్ట్లీ సే దట్. సామాజిక న్యాయం అనేదే లేదు వాళ్ళ దగ్గర. We must read. I will read out first the preamble of the Constitution. Very, very important for us to read out. What is the Constitution? What is the preamble said? We the people of India. They the people of India only. Ambedkar gave us one of the best constitutions in the world. What did the Constitution say? I'm quoting the very first page of the Indian Constitution. We the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, where social justice, economic justice, political justice, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship. All of us worship Indian Constitution. Ambedkar for me is God. Ambedkar garu దేవుడు. Ambedkar కున్న స్టాచ్యూస్ ఈ ప్రపంచంలో ఎక్కడా లేవు. Ambedkar statue is the only statue. I went to London School of Economics. As you enter London School of Economics, you will find a statue of Ambedkar, because he got his PhD from there. And on the basis of that constitution, equality of status and equal opportunity. Very first word, first page of the constitution says equality of opportunity, equality of status. And of course, it talks about promoter, fraternity, etc., etc. In that kind of a context, ఇంత పెద్ద స్ట్రగుల్ అయిన తర్వాత ఏదైతే కృష్ణమాది చేసినాడో ఫస్ట్ ప్రొసెషన్ ఎంట్రీ ఇంటూ హైదరాబాద్, ఆ రోజు నేను కూడా ఉన్నాను. లక్షల మంది వచ్చినారు, లక్షల మంది. అంత పెద్ద సోషల్ మూవ్మెంట్ ఈ ప్రపంచంలో జరగలేదు. సామాజిక న్యాయం గురించి ప్రపంచంలో జరగలేదు. దాంట్లో ఈపీడబ్ల్యూలో అందులో చాలా మంది వ్యాసాలు. ఇట్స్ ది బిగ్గెస్ట్ సోషల్ మూవ్మెంట్ విచ్ హస్ టేకెన్ ప్లేస్ ఇన్ ఇండియా. Madigas demanding categorization. అయితే Supreme Court ఏమన్నది? These people don't understand what the Supreme Court said. Supreme Court is a full bench. It's a constitutional bench. I'm quoting the Supreme Court. Supreme Court said we are referring this issue to the state. Every state has the right to do categorization. However, Supreme Court further said any categorization which you are doing should be empirical. I'm quoting the Supreme Court judgment. Empirical. Empirical ante field based. Field ki vellali, study cheyali, ఎవరైనా ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్స్ పంపించాలి, చేయాలి. ఎంపెరికల్ అని అన్నారు. సైంటిఫిక్, సిస్టమాటిక్, ఎవిడెన్స్ బేస్డ్. దీస్ ఆర్ ది 4 words which the Supreme Court has used. I'm quoting the Supreme Court judgment. It's a constitution bench judgment. It's a full bench judgment. And these people, ఇంత పెద్ద స్ట్రగుల్ అయిన తర్వాత, ఇన్ని రోజులు పోరాటిన తర్వాత, 20-30 ఏళ్ళ నుంచి ఇక్కడ మూవ్మెంట్ జరిగిన తర్వాత, some of these people are opposing. On what basis? Do you believe in the constitution? Do you believe in the Supreme Court? Supreme Court పోవడం అంత ఈజీయా? పోయిన తర్వాత ఆ జడ్జిమెంట్ వచ్చింది. Supreme Court said that. And now efforts are being made. Quite a few of it here, Professor Murli Manohar here, we are there. మన సర్వే చేసినప్పుడు ఈ కులాలన్నీ పెట్టినాం మేము. ఐ హోప్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ నో. అవర్ బీసీ ఫార్మర్ చైర్మన్ ఆల్సో. అన్ని కులాలు పెట్టినాం. ఎన్ని కులాలు పెట్టినాం? దాంట్లో ఏవైతే ఎస్సీలో ఎన్ని కులాలు ఉన్నాయో 56 కాస్ట్ మేము పెట్టినాం ఆ సర్వేలో. ఎస్టీలో 34 కాస్ట్ ఉన్నాయి, అవి కూడా పెట్టినాం. ఇవాళ కాకపోతే రేపు రిజల్ట్స్ కూడా వస్తాయి. బికాస్ ఇట్ గోయింగ్ టు ది క్యాబినెట్. క్యాబినెట్ విల్ ట్రై టు పుట్ అవుట్ ద డీటెయిల్స్. అయిన తర్వాత సుప్రీం కోర్ట్ ఆల్సో సెడ్, when categorization is taking place, you must take into consideration social, educational, and economic background of these people, of the SCs, STs. So many castes of their communities are there. And the constitutional bench, it's already now, 8 months are over, given such a massive judgment. Our judgment ichin tarvata. Now, there's so much of opposition going on, particularly in Telangana. And tarvata, meeku andariki telisindi, BC category is already divided. A, B, C, D, and E also. E means, minorities 4% reservation was given when 𝘆శేఖర్ రెడ్డి was there. That case is still pending in the Supreme Court. And we are implementing. మేమందరం ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఏ కేటగిరీలో బీసీలో ఏ బిసిడి ఏ ఇస్ మోర్ బ్యాక్వర్డ్ బీసీ ఇస్ లెస్ బ్యాక్వర్డ్ సి ఇస్ కన్వర్టెడ్ క్రిస్టియన్స్ డిలో ఉన్నాయి కులాలు అండ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దెమ్ ఆర్ గెటింగ్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ ఇన్ యూనివర్సిటీ అడ్మిషన్ లాస్ట్ 40 years ఉస్మానియా యూనివర్సిటీ కానీ కాకతీయ కానీ ఏ యూనివర్సిటీ అడ్వర్టైజ్ చేసినా అడ్వర్టైజ్మెంట్ ప్రొఫెసర్స్ ఏ కేటగిరీ బి కేటగిరీ సి బీసీలో పెడతారు వాళ్ళు. Now after such a massive struggle we got to know this categorization issue by the Supreme Court. Okay? And then there are several people who are opposing this. Constitution is the only holy document in India. There is no other document. Constitution is the only document in India. The spirit of the Constitution has to be followed. Anyone who is opposing, which means they are opposing the Indian Constitution. Anyone who is opposing social justice. Social democracy is also there. Not only political democracy. Social democracy means equality. Equality, equity, equal opportunity. These are the 3 key words of the Indian Constitution. And there, Justice 𝘀𝗲𝗃𝗍 has come. We welcome him. We welcome you, sir. You have a lot of strength for us. So, the Constitution very clearly says social justice, social democracy, and that is the only holy document, we are referring to. Then, much more important for us, I am not saying, I am just, quoting what the Constitution says. I am not saying, on the basis of, some information vaguely, I am not saying it, I am quoting exactly what is there in the Indian Constitution. That is very, very important. This is the only document. I am quoting the Indian Constitution. Exactly, I am quoting the Indian Constitution. Justice 𝘀𝗃𝗍𝗏 also is here. What is the Article 31B says? The ownership and control of material of resources of the community should be distributed to all sections of people. Constitution says, what is people to oppose? Have they read the Constitution? Do they know the concept of social justice? సామాజిక న్యాయం అంటే అర్థమవుతుందా అసలు వాళ్ళకి? I'm quoting the Indian Constitution. Article 39C says that the operation of the economic system does not result in the concentration of wealth only among certain sections of people. Am I right, sir? It should be distributed equally to everyone. Political power, social power, economic power, wealth has to be distributed and means of production. And I'm quoting exactly what Krishna Iyer said. I'm not quoting Justice Krishna Iyer, it's Justice Krishna Iyer. I'm quoting exactly what Justice Krishna Iyer said. Krishna Iyer, in one of the articles, he said, I am not aware of such mandate for reduction of inequalities in the Constitution any other country in the world except India. Justice V.R. Krishna Iyer said that. Writing an article about 10 years ago. He said, Indian Constitution, the only constitution in the world which talks about reducing inequalities. Social inequalities, political inequalities, economic inequalities, etc. And then, of course, we have several issues, which talk about. Very, very unfortunate. A constitution bench has given a judgment. The constitution judge has given, after giving the judgment, several of us have made efforts. Murli Manohar was, predominantly involved in the task survey. We have ensured that all these costs are included. We will get that data in the next 4 or 5 days. So when such a massive struggle, as I have said, such a massive social movement, anyone who has read any kind of a social movement, social mobilization in this country, krishnamadiga's movement is not an ordinary movement for the last 20 years. Manandarki telsu. Massive mobilization has done. That's a justified, 100% reasonable demand. Who are these people to write articles opposing the Indian Supreme Court and the Indian Constitution? In fact, it doesn't have to go to Supreme Court also. Indian Constitution very clearly says, divide economic power, social democracy, equality, reduce inequalities. Every caste must get benefit. BC lo ABCD ఇచ్చినారు. And then now economically weaker sections also they have given. They have given. And the Constitution has approved it. The Supreme Court has approved it. Supreme Court only said socially, educationally backward. Supreme Court ఏమన్నది? రిజర్వేషన్ ఎవరికి ఇవ్వాలి? Socially, educationally backward, not economic criteria. The Constitution doesn't talk about economic criteria. అప్పటికైనా EWS ఇచ్చినారు. Economically weaker section, ఆ debate అవసరం లేదు ఇప్పుడు. But then, justice has to be done for certain sections. In the wisdom of the government, they thought, though I believe it is against the spirit of the Constitution, they have given. Even after giving ABCD among BC category and EWS, ఇచ్చిన తర్వాత కూడా these people are opposing. Who are they to oppose? You are opposing the spirit of the Constitution. You are opposing Ambedkar. Already there are several people trying to, what Shah said is absolutely objectionable. Ambedkar. What are you people talking about Ambedkar? We are Jai Shri Raman and Moksha Darustundi antunnaru. And then here we have group of people opposing this categorization. So my dear friend, anyone who believes in Constitution, anyone who believes in social democracy, anyone who believes in equality, anyone who believes in economic justice and social justice and political justice, I quoted the preamble of the Constitution. They should. There are several speakers who will speak on this issue. It is very, very sad, very, very unfortunate. We will continue to fight for categorization because that is justice. We are on the side of the justice. We are on the side of what the Constitution says. And they may be thinking, that they are. Who are the majority people here? Who are the majority? That's a minority population. They are not even 10% population. Madigas are 90% of the population. They don't want equality. They don't want reservation. They should not study. They should not go to colleges. They should not go to universities. That is what they are saying. That is what they are saying in their write-ups and their speeches. Talking about the history of Mala. Madigas also richer history. Social history, cultural history, political history. We will continue to talk about it. And, we are saying, from here, all of us are belonging to different kinds of groups, different kinds of castes. As educated people, as intellectuals, as professors, we will continue. We are willing to have an open debate with them. Anywhere you come. We will debate with data. We will debate with statistics. We have all the data how Malas have been dominating in all fields, in education and universities. నిన్ననే నేను ఫోన్ చేసి కనుక్కున్నా యూనివర్సిటీ హైదరాబాద్లో ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు బాలలు. Among the professors, there are about 9 people there. ఉస్మానియా యూనివర్సిటీలో నాకు తెలుసు. ఐ బిన్ అ ప్రిన్సిపల్ అండ్ అ ప్రొఫెసర్. ఎప్పటి నుంచో నేను అడ్మిషన్ చేస్తున్నా. ఎప్పుడు అందరు మాలలు వచ్చేవాళ్ళు. రిక్రూట్మెంట్ అంతా మాలలే అయింది అక్కడ. All over the. Now, this is, I think, we should all fight. We should all struggle. We should try to liberate a section of people, who do not have, any kind of an opportunity. I thank all of you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.